paste it for you.
Okay, but Kelly told me to go to start event on the top of the
Oh,
Discord
okay,
bar.
gotcha.
Okay, never mind, and start event. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good, yo.
And we are live.
Hey guys, what's up? Thanks for coming to my demo today. Let me see if I can get some more light up in here. Okay, all right, sweet. All right, so today for plain April. Oh, let's wait for a little more people to show up. Okay, hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Warrior Painters Discord server, and if you didn't know, it's hashtag plain April today. So every weekend this month in April, we'll be doing some demos, and today is my turn to demo. I'll be doing oils in the theme of fire because, you know, oil and fire, heat it up, add more oil, jayo. Ha. Okay, so let's see. If you want to paint along, you can go ahead and look into the special event chat where I pasted the reference photos. We're going to be painting some lava today, so we're going to see if we can capture that glow in oil paints. Yeah, so let's begin. First of all, I already started because I wanted to let my oils dry a little bit. I'm working on a tone paper. Let me actually show you my setup first. Let me show you what paints I'll be using today. Okay. So today the paints will be white. We'll use a little bit of cadmium yellow and a little bit of medium cadmium yellow. And we're going to use a little bit of transparent orange. This is our star color right here. Transparent orange is going to do all the work. And we're going to use a little bit of either alizarin crimson or magenta. I don't know yet. We're going to try it. And we're going to use a little bit of our neutrals, so some raw umber. Maybe a little burnt sienna, but I don't think we'll need it. And then for the cools, mostly our cools will just be our underpainting. So let's see. I have green here, don't really need green. So for the underpainting, I started the underpainting already. I mixed equal parts of the cerulean blue and phthalo turquoise, and I also mixed in a little bit of thinner and a little bit of this stuff, some neomegalip. It's a non-solvent medium. So basically, when you add a little bit of thinner, it makes it a little too thin for my taste, and it starts to absorb into the paper too much. So I add a little bit of this, and it gives some body back to the paint. All right. And so for our brushes and our tools and stuff, I'm only going to use one brush mainly this brush. This is a 1/2 inch straight brush, but I have some of these too. So if we get to the details part, I'll switch to a small straight edge brush. If we get to this cloud stuff, I'll switch to this round filbert brush. And then for details, I just have this, I think it's a number four round. The number fell off, so I don't know. And then I have this palette knife just for mixing the paints. And the rest of my setup here, I have just a piece of parchment paper where I'm gonna do my mixing. And to hold my paints, I'm just gonna use this piece of food cardboard. It's a piece of cardboard that I got from a restaurant. I got a meatball parmesan, and there's like some kind of like coating on it so that it doesn't like absorb paint. So let's distribute our paints. Okay, I'm gonna go in order. Add the white first. So this is a radiant white from Gamblin. It's very bright. I'm gonna mix it in with some cheaper Winton whites, just cause I have it and I want to get rid of it. Okay, and this white is like super thick, so I'm also going to cut it a little bit with this Neo Megalip. And also got to make sure your tools are clean before you do the mixing. Alright, so I'm gonna grab some of this Neo Megalip. Oh, and by the way, guys, if you have any questions, just feel free to unmute yourself and ask. So I'm open to conversation while we paint.
If you don't have a microphone, please use the special events chat and post your written questions there, and I'll read it out for Alvin.
Yeah, and I have a question for you guys. How many of you guys have painted in oils before?
Just back in art school, but I always struggled with the medium, so I never continued. How long have
Yeah,
you been painting oils, Alvin?
about a week.
Oh, dang, so good.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. It's probably been
Prodigy.
maybe like a month.
Whoa.
About a month, guys. About a month. And that part, I'm not kidding. But you know what, guys? Even though I don't know oils, I do know art. And that's the important part. Okay, we're gonna go in order here and get our paints ready. Orange. Man, this orange is awesome. I was about to swear. The reason why it's awesome is usually I have this other orange. This is just a regular cadmium orange. When you add white to it, white's slightly cool. And it cools down this orange too much and it dulls it. And if you're trying to get the light orange to make like lights or something, it just doesn't work. It just feels too dull. But this transparent orange, instead of turning into like a lighter pink towards the red, it goes towards the yellow, which is exactly what we want. So here's my raw umber. This will be my warm dark. And cerulean blue. Where's my ultra blue? Oh, we'll go with red first. Okay, so this red is going to be my alizarin crimson. Alizarin crimson will be my dark red. And for blue, we'll just go with, we'll start with trusty ultra blue. Okay, alright, so we'll just start with that. If we need any more colors, then we'll just grab it. I always like to do as least colors as possible. Alright, now let me show you something else I did. Okay, I'm gonna switch. If you look on my screen, I have like Photoshop pulled up. So I did a little planning first. I'm gonna just maximize this Photoshop. Can everybody see that?
Yep.
Okay. So for the oil demo, you could see my reference here. This is my reference pick. But if you at the beginning of the stream, if you saw this here, it's not exactly the same. If you see here, it's not exactly the same. That's because I don't like copying the reference exactly. What we do a lot in the art industry is we take the reference and we'll combine a lot of other reference and we'll create our own piece. So that's what I did. So if you look on the reference images, I took a bunch of them and I combined them. So I took the main one you saw, I took the second one with a big plume, and I took the third one where the lava is going into the water. So I combined all of them. So that you can see that here. The main composition is basically the same with the mountain, the lava spout in the back here. and then it's half sky and half land. Then where I took the second picture, I liked how the glow and the opening was. So I took that little triangular opening, also that plume of smoke. So I added that in, and I replaced what you saw in the first composition. And then finally the third one where it's going into the water. So before in the first one, you saw that it was a just like a pool of lava, but to me that was too noisy. It was too many details and stuff to paint. So I replaced it with this, and I think it's even a better composition too because it's a bigger shape, a bigger simple shape. Always want to try big simple shapes, guys. And I think it'll be cool once we get the the steam in there when the lava hits the cold water and it steams up. So it'll be cool. All right. So then after I did that quick sketch on computer, I did another quick value pass. So just in black and white, I did this. So I was just painting black and white, and my main goal was to get it to feel like the first composition, and I just wanted to make sure that you could read the lava river coming out and get the feel of the glow too. And something I did here was make sure that I made the sky surrounding the spout dark with like I don't know maybe this like smoke plumes or something. That way, this shape will pop out against the dark. Okay, so I did that quick value pass. It was probably one, two. Here's a light, here's a gray, dark gray, and a black. So there's just four values, four value, um, uh, four value study. Then after that, I started to do some quick colors. Here's what I came up with for my digital. So this again is just going to be a guide. I'm not going to try to copy this exactly, but it has the right feel that I'm going for. So it may or may not turn out just like this, but we're going to get something that feels the same as this. And then as a variation, I just tried another different color swatch, and here's just what it might look like. Something a little more Mordor. This one has like a Mordor feel. But today I want to go with like kind of this feel. Some cools in there. All right, so let's now that we have our studies in, we can start. Any questions so far, guys?
Is this something that you do with a lot of your traditional paintings? You do a quick color rough digitally?
Nope, this is just for you guys.
Whoa.
When I paint, I have no rules. When I paint, I just feel it, guys. I just have my own process every time. But for you guys, I want something you can follow. So I gave a little process for you guys. Okay, let me just pull up my Discord real quick. Let's see. Oh, we got quite a few people in here. Thanks for coming, guys. All right, so okay, so I'm gonna put in the underlayer. That's a little too dark for me, so that should be like under here. So I'm going to dilute it some more with some more solvent. I'm also going to add a little bit of white. I also have this other white, transparent white. It's not so opaque. Good for mixing. Okay, so I'm mixing up this more of this transparent white. And we'll see what it looks like here. All right, that's pretty good. And I usually don't even use solvent. I only paint with these solventless mediums, but they're slower. The solvent like is a little bit faster to work with, and I'm on a limited time here. I'm trying to get as far as I can in an hour or so. How long are these demos supposed to be? All day?
As long as you want, Alvin.
Okay, well, we're gonna go for an hour maybe.
Okay. Sounds good.
An hour starting now. It's 12:15. Let's see how far I get. at 1:15. Okay. Right now, I already know I have to adjust some values. This is actually the value I want for this foreground. Why am I painting in a blue underlayer, you ask? Can anyone take a guess why? No? Let me tell you. Because when I paint over, my main color of this painting is going to be orange, which is the complement of blue. So as I paint, I'm going to be covering up most of the blue, but some parts won't be covered up because the brush will be dry. So little bits of blue will be showing, and it's going to look really cool. That's why.
That's very cool, Alvin.
Thanks, Lyndon. Oh, are you guys all typing in event chat and not on the mic? You can turn off your mic and talk too, guys. Hey, Celestial. I saw your text. How's it going? Okay, I'm gonna get this. So this is the main body here. And this is a little island of cooled lava. Hey, Lyndon, remember when we were painting at Larry's and you couldn't stand being next to my oil paints?
Oh man, I hated the smell. I couldn't take it.
I kind of like it. What's wrong with me?
I didn't know oil paints had a rancid smell sometimes.
Not rancid, but they're pungent. They have a chemical smell too. So the solvent has a chemical smell, and the oils themselves they have like this kind of clay almost smell. Like if you let's see, kind of like a stale oil, clay, kind of like that smell actually. Actually,
Hey Alvin, I have a question. So you just pulled out your palette knife just now, and you did something with it. What were you what were you doing
you mean
with the
this?
palette knife? Yeah, yeah,
What was I doing with the palette knife?
yeah.
What did I do with the palette knife? Oh, you mean this? This is what I did. I mixed so my white that I used, the body was too thick. It was very like clay almost, and it's too tough for my brush to push around. So I mixed
I
in
see.
some Neo Megalip medium, and that softens it, and it makes it easier for my brush to push around. So that's what I did with the palette knife. And the reason I use the palette knife is that I don't have to use my brush, and I don't have to clean my brush again. It's easy. It's very easy to wipe off the palette knife. So yeah, with the oils, it's a little bit more tool management just to keep your brushes clean and stuff. That's why I also brought, I may not use these brushes, but well, I mean, I probably will use these brushes because it's faster. I don't have to clean this brush. I could just switch to this brush because it's already clean. So when I change my colors, I'll be switching brushes. Okay, and then just to differentiate the water and the sky, I'm going to lighten the blue once again. Whoa, man, my paint made a weird sound. It squirted. Okay, so I added some more, add some more transparent white on here, and let's just mix it up.
Hey, I like your tofu or whatever container.
Oh, dude, this is like hella good, dude. See, there's like two compartments. Like you can use one for cleaning and then one for like rinsing or whatever.
Wow.
Also, you
Anything
guys,
in container, it appears.
yeah, you guys will learn Not only art tricks, but thrifty tricks from me. Because I'm a cheap painter.
Affordable painting with Alvyn.
Yes.
It must be especially the case because I heard oils can be one of the most expensive materials, right?
No, it's actually your data, but yeah, oils come in a good second.
Okay.
Okay, so this is going to be the water part. And if you notice, when the stream started, I already like painted in white because I want to save that brightness. I'm working on a tone paper, so already the value is already darker. It's like I'm working like from a mid-tone, so I'll be building up from mid value to lights and darks. You don't have to do it that way. You can work from light to dark all the way, or you can work from all the way dark to all the way light, however you want to do it. But I just like to start with a mid-tone value and then work my way out both directions. I do that because I'm an ENTP. I like to have my options open, so I like to go up and down.
Side to side and all around.
Yeah, that's after a few drinks too. Okay, and this is gonna be for like a cloud later. My cloud. All right, cool. Now I got my under painting in. I'm gonna wipe this off. And for the paper towels I'm using, I'm just using a nice like thick paper towel. This is probably brawny. Take some abuse. Just wipe it off here. Wipe it off
How many
here.
paper towels do you go through per painting?
Not a lot. I have 4 here, so I'll probably use these 4.
Uh,
Or like 4 like squares. All right.
I once watched a demo, and this person was using Kleenex tissues.
For oils?
Yeah, I'm like, what are you doing?
Damn, bro.
But then, I can't question his method. He was a really good painter.
Okay, cool. Oh man, Gia's here. God, now I'm nervous. Gia's like the best painter in this chat right now.
She paints oils too.
I'm sure she does.
Open.
Okay, I'm just looking at my study again, see what I need to do. Since I have blue on this brush already, I'm gonna continue with the sky. So all I need to do is make it more neutral. And also I can also pull up my other reference too. So I keep my study and all my other references up at the same time just to keep the vibe going, pass the vibe check. Alright, so if I want to neutralize the sky, it's mostly blue. What's the opposite of blue on the color wheel? It's going to be orange. So now I'm going to take my palette knife again. And I'm going to take... Well, actually, I don't have any blue on here. Let's make some blue. Oh, look. See how well... Oh, can you see that? Let me show you guys this. Switch my screen again. Okay. So I'm mixing down here. And even if I didn't dip it in solvent, I just wiped it with a paper towel. That's all the paint that comes out. So it's the paper towel does a pretty good job of getting most of your paint out. But now I need some more of it actually, so luckily I still have some more of the blue here. So I'm gonna lay that down. Just lay me down like Sam Smith. Lay down this blue. And it's already like thinned a little bit from all the medium that I used last time, so now all I have to do is add some bunch of white to it because I need to up the value a bit. And I'll add a little bit of this transparent orange. Maybe a little bit of this yellow too. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, let's go in green. So I need more red up in there. Ooh, that feels good. Mixing oil paints like feels good, guys.
I agree.
It's like tactile. It's like ASMR. Let's see what it looks like here. I may just keep some greens in there too, just for fun, you know. Okay. Put some greens up in there. Okay. All right. I like the value for there. I'm going to keep it there, but it's a little too green. It's okay. So now we're going to add some of this Lizzo Crimson. Lizzo Crimson here. Now it's too red. We're going to add back in some of this orange. A little bit of orange up in here. And a little bit of this yellow. Yeah, I think the orange will be enough. Add a little bit of this raw umber. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, yeah, that's good. I'm gonna wipe off a bunch of this excess paint. I'm gonna grab back some of a little bit blue. A little bit of that, just a touch of that. So this side will be the blue side. Let's see, when I added the blue, it got darker. That's not what I want. Because I like the value, how it was before. But from the top, okay, I'll use it for the top, because the top actually does get darker. And it's a little too warm still. So I'm gonna still add some blue. Add some more blue in there. A little bit more blue. A little bit more Lizzie Crimson. Okay, and now that I added more blue, so each of the colors inherently have a value tied to them. So blue is a naturally dark color. Whenever you're mixing colors, you're changing 3 dimensions at the same time. You're changing the value, you're changing the hue, and you're changing the saturation. So since blue was a dark value, I need to go up again with the white. Now you can choose, there's 2 ways to change the value again. You can go with the white or you can go with the yellow, because yellow is also a bright color naturally. The reason I went with the white is because the white would also change the hue again to more green, and I don't want that, so I just went with white. Okay, so I'm gonna bring the camera back down. I realize you couldn't see that. Right, looking pretty cool. I'm gonna add some like more purples up in there because it's gonna look cool like that. And I also like painting chunky like this because a lot of the color mixing happens on the canvas too, and you get like some cool surprises. Okay, let's see. Let's add some purple in there because my ref is more purple. So for purple, we're gonna go blue. LC. That's the Liz Crim. Do you like these names I'm using for these paints?
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm gonna call my alizarin crimson Lizzie from now on.
Gotta get that Lizzie, yo. I like to call my alizarin crimson Lizzie McGuire.
Nice.
Okay, so that's a nice purple. Let's compare it here. Okay, value's the same. Purple's pretty good. Let's get it. Yeah, that's sick. Okay. Alright, adding that purple in there. Actually, it's a little bit too purple, so I'm just gonna get rid of the rest of it on the brush here. Get rid of that. And I'm gonna mix the rest of this purple in with this neutral color that we have here. Okay. I'm gonna do this. Ooh, I love that little bit of green that pops out because the brush wasn't cleaned. That's sick. Then I'm just gonna blend this a bit. All right, let's check back in. So now I need to get this little dark area. I can pop the plume later. So for this dark area, I'm gonna continue using this pile of cool here. But I'm gonna add my raw umber. Raw umber will be called rumber. Maybe a little bit of blue. This is ultra blue. The ultra blue will be called ultra instinct. That's a nice neutral black. You notice I didn't add black. Raw umber plus ultra instinct. Rumber plus ultra instinct makes a good black. Okay, and it's a little bit too dark on the value. I just needed like one notch, like maybe 10% darker than what I have right now. Go a little bit lighter. So right now I have radiant white on here, and this is a transparent white. So I'm actually gonna use some transparent white because you can use a lot more of it and it has less of an effect. So if you need to just step it up little by little, I use transparent white. Okay, let's see how that looks. All right, cool. Looking nice. And then in my pattern, there's kind of a pattern here. A drawing. I'm trying to create this like kind of zigzag triangle thing. And then I'm gonna switch to a smaller brush now. I think I'll use this guy, or maybe this guy. I'll use this guy. So I'm just gonna grab some of this brush. Cheap painter, guys, cheap painter. Okay, now I'm just gonna draw in a little more detailed pattern here. Looking at my reference again. Okay, good. So is anyone following along?
Yeah, I'm painting some fire things. So I like your reference photos here you posted.
Dope.
Doing my best.
Hey man, that's all we can ever aim for. Just doing our best. Okay, all right. Since this value that I have right now is perfect for already painting the background mountains. How did I know that? 'Cause I did the value study already. And I already knew that these clouds were the same value as these mountains. Or this smoke plume, I mean. Now I can start covering this blue up. And some of the blue will still show. I want some of the blue to still show. Okay, and then in my reference, it has kind of this purplish. I want to bring some more of the purple in the sky into this into the mountain here. So since I have it already on my palette, I'm gonna take some of this and take some of this, and I'm just gonna do this. Oh yeah! Oh man, and it looks freaking awesome. When you put that purple next to the green, magic happens. And then as this mountain thing gets like farther and farther, I actually want to get it to be some more lighter and greener. I'm gonna take some of this green. I have some of this green left over from the sky, and do a touch of this transparent white. Ooh, dang it. Dang, guys, that's sick. That's atmospheric perspective right there. Okay. All right, now let's take care of the foreground. Actually, let's do the water. Water's a little warm. Now let's do the foreground. Sorry, guys, I'm an ENTP. I literally just decided that last minute. Okay, I'm just getting rid of the extra paint on here. And the reason why I'm wiping it on here is because I know this part is going to be warm because it's in the foreground. In my mind, I already envisioned things to be in the foreground to be warmer than things to be in the background. So I'm putting this warm paint on here, and also helps me get rid of the stuff on my brush. Let's see how this. So I still had this stuff on my brush. Okay, its value is good. I'm gonna make it a little darker and warmer because right now it's kind of like this cool purplish color. So I'm gonna make it like this brownish, like dark brownish color. So I'm gonna go back to my palette here. So dark brownish, I'm gonna use raw umber, and I'm just gonna put it in this pool here. And I don't know why I have this folded. There, now I have more room. Okay. All right, you can see my mixing. All right, got some raw umber. It's got to be a little darker. Yeah, got to be a little darker. A lot darker. Some more of the rumber. A little bit of transparent orange. I'm gonna call this Magic O. And a tiny touch of the Lizzie. That's too much Lizzie. Lizzie's pretty powerful, guys, so maybe need like half of that. Ooh, yo, that's what's up. That is what's up.
Hey, what kind of paper are you using for the tone paper?
This is Strathmore Tone Tan Mixed Media. It is 184 LB 300 GM squared.
Gotcha. Yeah, I gotta try that out. I do that with the gray ones, yeah, but with gouache, and try with oils.
Yeah, it's I like it because it doesn't, the oil doesn't really seep through to the other side.
Nice. So you don't need prepping
Nah,
paper or nothing. Right?
as low maintenance as possible is my approach for oils. Okay, I'm gonna add a little medium. I'm a little Neo in here. Neo Meg Lip. It's a cool name. So when I add some Neo Meg Lip, I'm gonna say, let's get into the matrix, guys. Let's get into the matrix. Actually, I'm just gonna grab a bunch of it. Just put it here on the side so that the matrix is always on standby. Okay. I just need a little bit of it, a touch, and it makes it look more fluid. Okay, all right. This brownness is great. All right, and I'm gonna add a little brown to the rest of this too. And I'm actually gonna switch again to my small brush again. Actually, let's use this because there's like some round shapes in here. So I'm gonna use this filbert. Here's the pigment pass off. Like when you're running a relay, an Olympic relay, passing the baton, but it's paint. Okay. So here I can get in with there. It's a perfect shape for it. We'll move the camera back down. Perfect consistency too. I'm really loving how this paint is applicating right now. Applicating, is that a word?
I was applying.
Yeah, I like how it's applying.
Alvin, before you're primarily a gouache painter, and what made you switch over to oils?
Nicholas Uribe. Yeah, I was going to, so when we signed up for the Nicholas Uribe workshop, also on Warrior Art Camp, shameless plug, I was going to follow along his exercises in gouache because I was not very versed in oils, and I thought the solvents and stuff were just too much to deal with and not safe. And then I saw that he was just painting straight, no solvent on the surface, just alla prima. I was like, dang, that's what's up. Okay, I'm gonna try this. And I had like some oils just sitting around. So yeah, that's how I got into oils. And now I really like it. The only thing is that it's not as portable as gouache.
I got a hack for you though.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So, I used to just carry my paints with those pill boxes, Monday through Friday or Sunday to the weekly pill boxes, and just squeeze the paints inside.
They don't dry out?
Nah, it's oils, man. You could just pop them in the freezer, and then use it the next week if you want.
Oh, shit. Okay, okay. I have pill boxes already for other reasons. So, yeah, I'm gonna try that.
So it's almost like what we did with the those like little 24 wells or 16 well palettes,
Yeah.
except for these are bigger because brushes are bigger when I use oils.
Okay, that's what's up. All right. So here's what it's looking like so far. Okay. We have our block in now. This is our block in. Now it's time to add the magic O. Let's add all the warmth in there. So far we used only the cool colors. Now we're gonna add the magic and add the warm colors, and this thing will just come alive. How's everybody doing so far? Following along?
Good. I like the colors, so there's that.
You like how it's at right now?
Yes.
Okay, we could just stop here then. We're done, guys.
No.
Thanks for coming to the demo. Celestial likes it how it is, so this is
No.
done as far as he's concerned. All right, so let's add in the yellows. Let's go with yellows. Why did I choose yellows? Because my natural, you go to your reference again, the rest of the colors I need are yellow, orange, red, and it tends to be easier to mixing from your light colors to your dark colors. So if you start with yellow, it's easier to go from yellow to orange to red mixing than it is from red to orange to yellow, because yellow is not that strong of a color. So if you add a little bit of yellow to red, you won't have much an effect. So you're gonna have to be using a lot of yellow. Whereas if you start with yellow, you just add like a tiny dab of red, and then you'll have the color you need. A lot of you probably know that already, just from experience with painting. Alright, so I'm gonna grab some of my brightest yellow, and I'm gonna put it here. And I'm gonna grab some of my white. Then I'm gonna grab my next darkest yellow, and I'm just gonna use that straight, no mixing. Then I'm gonna grab my magic orange mixed with a little bit of the yellow. Oh, you can't see it there. A little bit more yellow. And you know what? Since I need a lot of this orange, I should probably mix more of it. Something that I always I need to work on, my habits. Mike Hernandez says, paint like a rich man. So now I'm mixing more paint than I think I would need. So that's looking good. Okay. And then I'm gonna mix my deep orange. Oh, that's a lot of Lizzie Crim. I'm gonna have to use the magic orange straight from the tube. Ooh, damn, that color is insane. Whew. Man. Do you guys get physical sensations when you're looking at colors?
Only when I oil paint.
Yeah, I might have a little bit of synesthesia. Like when I see colors, I get like emotions and stuff. And it wasn't always like that. And it's a different kind of emotions you see from when, like, say you're watching a movie and the color design of the movie has colors in it supposed to make you feel certain emotions according to the story. So I'm seeing these colors like with no context of a narrative, and as I'm mixing them, I'm getting physical sensations, emotions. Like Yeah, it's very cool. And it only happens with real paints and real life colors. It doesn't happen with digital. So I always like recommend people to learn how to paint with real paint. Okay, so let's fill in this yellow stream. Yeah. Oof. Damn. Hey Franklin, when you're doing like glows and stuff, what order do you do the glow first, or do you do the main color first?
So with oils, right? I usually paint the glows, and I know like around the area where, like, if you have your rocks and it's kind of getting that bounce light, I kind of overpaint it to those areas too,
Mm-hmm.
and just let it kind of bleed and fuse and mix in.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do that. Okay, so I'm putting this red in, and it's too dark, so I gotta lighten it.
And that's the good thing about oils, because like when you slap that white on, oh
Comes alive.
yeah, any of those, like any color basically. Meanwhile,
Yes.
I'm struggling here with gouache. I'm like, oh god, gouache, why?
Alright, so I'm adding a little bit of a transparent white to this Lizzie Prim Magic O combo. And then I'm looking at my ref again. Oh, yo, that's what's up. Looks good. Okay, here. I need it to be a little lighter. Yeah. Okay, add a little splash. I'm gonna give some flair to this glow. I'm gonna give it like a shape. I'm gonna treat it as if like it's a splash of fire instead of a glow. Okay, and this is all this stuff here is gonna glow too. All glowy stuff. Oh, need some more transparent white. Oh man, my transparent white is pretty weird. Maybe because I haven't used it in a while. Okay.
Yeah, I'm more of a titanium white kind of guy. I've tried like otherwise, like mixed white, lead white, zinc white, but I keep going back to titanium white.
It's trusty, and you know you have an intimate relationship with it. You know exactly what it's gonna do.
How many different whites do you have?
How many what?
How many different whites do you have?
I have a transparent white, I have a normal titanium white, and I have a radiant white. And I probably want to get another white too, a warm white. Okay, I'm wiping my brush off because there was some other colors in there that I didn't want. There's some cool colors in there that I don't want mixing in there. And the cool colors was from this dark umber, this raw umber mix that I put down. So with the oils, they pick up the colors underneath because they don't dry right away. Ooh, all right. Can add a little glow to this little lava island right here. A little glow to top edge. picking up the blue, which I don't necessarily want, but it might come out cool, so continuing with it. And the brush I'm using is a little bit too big now. I'm trying to get into these little details. I'm gonna add a little bit of this lighter. This little lighter here, a little lighter orange in the mix. And now we're close to the light source. Has anyone ever seen a volcano in real life?
Not yet. I've seen lava rocks afterwards, but no volcano in real life yet.
Dude, same.
I've seen an underwater volcano, but not one above ground.
Underwater lava. Underwater. You were like snorkeling or something? How'd you see it?
I went to deep sea diving with my family during the summer 2 years ago.
Whoa, damn, that's sick. I don't even know how to swim. Ooh, damn. That little hit of saturation is sick. See if I can redo that here. Yeah, need some saturation. So how many of you guys need to have everything planned out before you start a painting?
Only if it's for work.
Good answer. But for fun?
Just go with it.
Okay.
Never plan my paintings. I just go in blind with like a reference and hope for the best.
Dude. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with the yellows. Now that we got the glows taken care of. And I switched my brush again.
How do you make sure your values are in check when you're painting?
Well, first of all, I did the value study before this. So if you look at my top left corner, my reference, so that's my digital value study. So that keeps me in check. Make sure I don't stray too far. So I keep looking up at it. Not to copy it exactly, but just to keep me in the ballpark. I also got a feel for the inherent values of all the colors. So it's partly planning and it's partly experience. Mileage. Mileage is a better term to say than experience. Okay, so when I get to this tedious small detail stuff, I start to get frustrated because I don't like doing tedious stuff. Whoops. And I don't have that good hand control. When I was a barista, they have you dial in the espresso machine in the morning. So I would like end up having at least like 2 or 3 shots of espresso. And then you have to make drinks, and when you pour drinks, that's called latte art. The thing is, you need a really steady hand to pour those Rosetta designs and tulips and stuff. Like, oh man, that's a bad combination. Espresso in the morning and then pouring latte art drinks. I had to prop up my elbows onto the table and have like 3 points of contact so that I could do that. Some people just did it just standing with just holding the cup and the jug of steamed milk both in the air. How'd they do that? Okay, I need some more yellow. I'm actually gonna, this yellow's a little thick, so time to enter the matrix again. A little bit of this Neo. So add a little Neo. Mix it up so that makes it a little more pliable and applicable. Okay, and I'm gonna grab some of this from here, wipe off the rest, continue. Okay, and now we're gonna add a little transition edge that goes from yellow to orange. So I'm wiping off this yellow here, and I'm gonna add a bunch of this orange. Okay, and I'm gonna look at my ref again to see where the orange bits come out. There's a bunch of orange here. Any questions so far, guys, on anything?
Yeah, I'm curious about everyone else's work in progress.
Yeah. So post your
yourself.
post your work in progress, guys. I want to see how you guys are following along too.
Oh, nice, Aaron. That looks awesome.
Yeah. Okay, let's check it out real quick. In the work in progress. I don't see Aaron's. Where's Aaron's?
Oh, we posted in special events chat.
Oh, special events chat. My bad.
Oh, Erica's looks cool too.
Oh, cool. Dude, nice. I like your lava river designs. It's all zigzaggy. Okay, cool. All right, let's keep going. And okay, so I covered up my my OBS with my reference, so I can go a little faster. So if you don't see something, just tell me to move my painting around. Now I think about it, I should have done the orange first, and then laid the yellow on top. I think that would have worked out better.
Yeah, I usually for my clothes I go from like the outer ones and then just thinly build it up.
Damn, that's an ENTP for you.
Planet. Like you said, it comes with mileage. I think with yellows it's really tough.
Yeah. Also,
Yellows get really dirty fast.
yeah, and for myself as an ENTP, even though I make plans, I do not follow my plans.
What does ENTP stand for?
Oh, ENTP is a Myers-Briggs personality type. So I'm an ENTP. That means extroverted, intuitive, thinking, perceiving. So we tend to make decisions last minute. And we also tend to get distracted and change our plans a lot too. ENTPs like to have their options open. Okay, all right, we got that in. I'm gonna go to the water. The water should be more red. And see how that looks, too orange. Ooh, that's it. Okay, so I'm gonna grab some of this mix of crimson, this crimson mix here, and a little bit of my rumber, and I'll just put that like right here, and a little bit of blue. So the blue is here, raw umber's here, a little bit of white here, a little bit of the crimson here.
Alvin, I still need to do an archery with you. Still haven't
Oh
done
yeah,
that.
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I keep forgetting.
yeah,
We did
forgot
it
to,
last
man.
time.
Yeah, I'm down, dude. All right, so how's that look? I want to differentiate this with this. I'm gonna make it some a little more orangey purple because that's what I got in my ref. So some more orange and some more purple in there. So I got some orange in here and a little bit of this Lizzie. This orange. Okay, now I'm going to want to transition it to purple. So purple is going to be blue. And whoops, alizarin crimson. My brush got into my paints. So I'm gonna take this, a little bit of this Lizzie McGuire, some of this raw umber, a little bit of this blue, and I'm gonna whiten it back up with transparent white. It's a little too dark for me, so I'm gonna go with my normal white. Get some more power in there. And blue it up some more. How we doing on time? Oh man, my hour's almost up, guys.
You can keep going.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going for a little bit because there's still some like cool stuff that I want to put in there. Okay, and I really like the purple that I did here on the sky, so I'm gonna just make a brand new pile of purple paint. So a new pile of purple. And now I'm just gonna start mixing on this pad. Grab some white, some blue, some Liz. Okay, all right, that's good. And I'm gonna grab some of this orange to tone it up. Just muddy it up a bit. A little bit of the red and the blue. Dab it on. A little bit of white. Okay, there you go. That's a nice muddy purple. Okay, got the muddy purple going on. And then as it transitions to the horizon, it's going to turn into more blue, neutral blue. And as it transitions into this corner, it's going to turn into like this more purple, darker purple, purer purple, or redder or something. So for that, I'm just going to go straight Lizzie and some Magic O. So that's that corner there. All right, I'm gonna wipe off my brush. And I'm gonna hit the back water, which is kind of a neutral color. I can even go some purple. Here, I'm gonna add some blue and some of this Lizzie again. Maybe some of this raw umber to neutralize it. A little bit some of this Lizzie. Okay, that's a nice purple. Now I gotta get the right value. The right value. That's too dark. All right, let's try that. Yep, that'll work. I had like a little like peninsula here, but I'm just going to paint over it. It's turning purple here. And I'm gonna lighten it a bit because I'm getting close to the horizon. So I'm gonna lighten it.
Yeah, there's a point where you can't go any farther with the layer you're on when oil painting.
Sorry, say again?
Do you ever reach a point where you can't build up any more like value or paint when you're using oil?
Yeah, I try to paint in one layer as possible because it's called alla prima. It's a good challenge. That's why with oils, it takes a little more planning. Yeah, let's go brown, blue. Okay, now I need to go darker again and fill out my foreground again. So I'm gonna go back to my rumber. And just get this in. Oof, man, that contrast is awesome. And I'm really liking these darks. And these are raw umbers. Now it's almost straight up raw umber. And I should be switching back to a bigger brush, but then I would have to clean my brushes. Actually, do I have another brush? Oh yes, I have another clean brush. All right, let's get in it. Straight up raw umber. There you go. Okay, are there any questions in the chat?
Oh, not yet. Just people saying this was fun. And blue is cool. And just a bunch of cool work in progress. Can't wait to see everyone's finished stuff.
Nice, nice. Yeah, same. All right, so that same purple that I made over here, I'm gonna repeat it. So there's purple in this corner, and there's gonna be purple in this corner. First, I'm gonna get rid of some extra paint here. So this purple is gonna be this purple. And I'm gonna add some transition color, so some more red. Yo, that's it. Red and orange. I forgot there was something up here from my original drawing. Now I'm being more loose with my brush strokes. Okay. Wipe off this brush. Let's tone this. Let's add some blue in here to get some more color contrast. So mix in some blue, some Ultra Instinct blue. Okay, and then there's this part here on the left where it's supposed to be smoke or steam, I mean. So that's supposed to be like a neutral color, but if you look back at the refs, there's a cool photo where there's purple. So I'm gonna try to make it like a gray purple. So I just got some white in here. I already have some purple here.
So we got a question from Steph. Do you have any book recommendation or something to learn to fixed painting, like theory based?
Like color theory, the James Gurney book is good, Color and Light, and I like Richard Schmidt, Alla Prima. And if you just get the art books from Sargent and from Soroya and just look at them and study it, then you get a good like feeling for it. Okay, as this steam gets closer to this to the water where it comes out of, it's gonna become more pinkish. So I'm gonna add some more white. For sure, yeah. See how this comes out? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Steam. Yeah. It's mixing onto the canvas. Then I'm gonna add transparent orange again, white again. Boom, bam, boom, bam. That's the steam. Big chunky steam. Gonna be big chunky steam on this side too. Okay, we got the big chunky steam. How's it looking? Although there's some spots I left, so I'm gonna fill in the little white spots that I left. And I need to use this brush, but I need to clean it off, so I'm just gonna wipe it real good. All right, and we're gonna go straight yellow again, and just fill in these white spots. And I wanted to get like even like more intense, so I'm gonna go to that light cad with the white mix, and I mix it in with that yellow. And I'm just gonna fill in the very center of this spout. Okay, and then finally there's some spots here that I can just fill in with the red. And then there's going to be one little thing that I'm going to do here. Called adding the dib dabs. Okay, there's some, so this dark corner here, I want to add some form to it, because right now you can't see what's the top face and what's the front face. So what I'm going to do is put in some cool colors in here. So I'm going to get back my Ultra Instinct Blue and my Rumber, and I'm going to add some Skylight color in there. And let's get some of this white, blue. Okay, that's a little too much blue. Lighten it up a bit. Okay. If I look at my ref, you could see where I added the Skylight color, and I gotta add some more value difference. The white, blue, blue some more. Tiny bit of this purple or Lizzie Crim to add some purplish to it. Okay. And now you can do this. Oof. And I can make it like the way I'm applying it is I'm trying to kind of make it rocky. Not Rocky Balboa, but rocky like granite or dried lava rocks. There. Another big one here. Cool. All right. Let's see how that's looking. I'm gonna add some more darks to the FG, to the foreground, just to pop it out some more because I think that would make it look cool. Some more warm darks, so I'm gonna go with my rumber and transparent magic orange, and then again that add some of that purple in there. Mostly rumber, tiny dab, that big dab of this. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's it. And down here, gonna be warm, dark and warm. Damn, I really like this warm dark against this cool dark. Looking cool. All right, I said before the dib dabs, so I'm gonna switch up my brush again. Go to my small brush. I grab some of my dark color again. Just gonna add some little tiny dib dabs because you look at the lava, at the references again, a lot of the lava kind of like cools on top and it creates like this crust thing. I'm gonna break up some of this river with cooled off lava cream tops. Maybe orange, more transparent orange, and raw umber. Okay. All right, and finally, we're gonna add some more hits of saturation with once again our magic orange, pure straight up magic orange. Our hit of saturation. And then remember what I said before? What happens when you add white to transparent orange? Oh man, it comes like even more alive. And I'm just gonna squeeze out some more straight from the tube. There you go. That's it. That looks freaking awesome. Okay. Boom, bam. I'm just gonna control what's on my brush. Orange. Little dabs of orange up in here. Well, okay, guys, this is like close to being finished for now. This is as far as we're gonna get today. Oh, you know what? We gotta add some spackles. So just some random floating bits of ash and stuff. Randomly ashed up. Yeah, because it's like freaking splashing into the cool water. Cool. All right, guys. I think that's it for now.
Awesome. Thanks, Alvin.
That was an hour and about 20 minutes. So cool. Thanks for joining me on this oil demo.
Yeah, it was fun.
Thank you, Alvin.
Thank you so much, Alvin.
Yeah, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can't wait to see your finished painting. So if you continue it, just go ahead and post it into the finished paintings. And tomorrow will be Franklin, right?
Yeah, coming in with the water.
Cool. So I'm fire and Franklin's water. So if you need to cool down after this session, just join Franklin's demo tomorrow.
Yeah, see some of you guys tomorrow at lunch or
Sweet.
12 p.m. PST.
Cool. All right, guys. All right, have a good one.
All right, thanks. See ya.
See you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,